Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Today we are going to be replacing both oxygen sensors on a 2007 Mazda CX-7 with a 2.3 turbo motor. This is what we're working with. I do have the main cover off, and here are two oxygen sensors. So here is the first one, that is your upstream, and the one right there is your downstream. And as long as your motor is not hot, they are very reachable, not very difficult to get to. My motor is a little bit warm, so I'm gonna be a little bit careful on this one. Here are the two new oxygen sensors and an oxygen sensor removal socket, which is very, very helpful. They are not expensive. You could get a whole kit for, I don't know, 20-30 bucks online. I got the first sensor loose. I can turn it. Oh, that's hot. Every single oxygen sensor I have replaced. They are super tight, like you can't undo them by hand. But literally all it takes is like 1/10 of a turn, and then you could do everything else by hand. So now I'm gonna probably lift up the car, and then I'll do the secondary oxygen sensor from underneath and disconnect the two oxygen sensors also from underneath. I am now underneath the car, and you guys can see that oxygen sensor right there. To be honest, I thought I'd have a lot more room. I don't know if you guys will have a good view of how I am up under here, but from the top it almost seemed a lot easier than from the bottom here. This is the setup I have going on right here. And with two hands, I'm going to turn it and hopefully break that sensor loose. And as you guys can see, got it loose, so now I can turn it. Now we have to find where these sensors connect to. So we are still underneath the car. I mean, you guys could follow it yourself, follow the wiring. But here we are. There are your two connection points right there for both sensors. Here are the two old oxygen sensors. You see how white they are? That's pretty burnt and oxidized. So it's definitely time to replace them. Don't know if they are original or not, but good thing we have new ones going in. And I am done. So both of them are in, both of them are looped through those weird springs. All three connectors are connected. Yes, this one, the primary oxygen sensor, it has two connections. The secondary one has one, a total of three. Everything has been tightened down. And honestly, everything looks good. The only thing I kind of struggled with was getting those connectors off, because I said it looks like there's a lot of room. There's enough room for one hand, and that's about it. So that was the biggest challenge, but in comparison to other oxygen sensors, honestly this one wasn't too bad. It was fairly easy. I mean, at the very least you have a lot of visibility, which some cars don't, and I was able to get the sockets and tools in very, very easily. So honestly, I'd probably say like 3-4 out of 10, and it took me maybe 15-20 minutes, if that. Hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope you give it a thumbs up. I hope you consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in another video.